Welcome back to Modern Homestead, Alaska, day 6 on the Every Bit Counts challenge. Cody, Selena, and I are at the Anchorage Farmers Market. So even though I'm not prepping or preserving, we're gonna do some shopping today. Welcome to our vlog. We are the Milnes family. We started building a modern homestead outside of Wasilla, Alaska in the summer of 2021. That's my husband, Aaron. I am Jessica, a stay-at-home wife and mom. Our second son, Caleb, lives here with us, along with our daughter, Cody Ann, and the youngest of our family, Wyatt. We brought our 2 dogs, Tipper and Daisy, and got a new addition, the Alaska dog, Roberto. So we got this amount of vegetables, and then those might not be vegetables. But I have a plan, and I'm super excited of a pickled ferment that we're going to do. So we're gonna go to the other Anchorage market where they're not just farmers. So the first one we went to is farmers only farmers market, where this other one is just for fun. Anchorage has like 10 farmers markets, so we can't find the right one, but we'll just shop this one too. All right, I just got home a few minutes ago from the farmers market and have only been able to separate a few things. These though, not on the list. They just sat there and they're so beautiful and I wanted them. But I'm gonna show you how little of a plan I actually have when I go into the farmer's market. So I'm gonna get the vegetables out and we're gonna talk about what I got and some of the plans that are running through my head. So let's get into that. Okay, so I just go around to the booths and see what they have. So this is some fresh salad mix. We can eat that this week though. This is a huge amount of colorful carrots. Let's see. Oh, more carrots. Some broccolini. Oh, here we go. Some amazing scallions. The size of those. Some little small fresh bulbs of garlic. Let's see. Okay, so these are some kind of like sprout. So those we're gonna eat this week. These are Aaron's favorite snack. Takes these everywhere, loves these, so whenever I see these sugar snap peas, I pick those up for him for snacks. Some organic Alaskan grown strawberries. I have a plan for that with the leftover rhubarb. And I'm just gonna make a compote with honey. And instead of sugar, and a compote has very little sugar or honey in it at all. So that would be delish. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Cody is obsessed with these, and I think I could jar them maybe a little better, but we'll try. So these are dilly carrots. So I went ahead and grabbed her a couple jars of those. All right, next bag, a head of broccoli. I didn't know if you saw behind me here. Let me see what you can see. Okay, I have 4 celery. All right, get in. 2 big onions. We'll put those by the scallions and the garlic. Oh, some more carrots, another vendor. I did know that I wanted carrots. Another head of broccoli. And the whole rest of this bag is beets. All right, I have to come all the way over here. So this whole bag is different colors of cauliflower. We have 2 green ones, 2 purple, 2 white, and 2 of these orange ones. Okay, so this is everything I got from the farmer's market today. And what I'm thinking, so I told you about the compote. The other thing is what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and we'll see. You'll stay tuned. I'll continue to make these videos. Is I think I'm going to use the cauliflower, the broccoli, the celery, the carrots, the onion, the garlic, all of those things, and I'm going to pickle ferment them. So I'm going to do a 50% water, 50% vinegar, some pickling spices, and then that will preserve these. They'll keep their crunch. They'll be amazing all the way into winter. So we'll have some garden fresh vegetables with crunch, a little spice, all the way into winter. So that is what I think we're gonna do. I only ended up with the 3 jars of pickled beets the other day, and so I do wanna do a whole bunch more of those. The compote and just some stuff for us to eat. Oh, the celery, I don't know if I said, the celery was gonna go in with the pickled ferment. So that is what I'm thinking here. Good gut health, super good health-wise for our family for later on in the year. So I'm gonna figure out what to do with all of this tonight, but I want to show you what my mom got me, and then I'm gonna actually be done for today. I'm a little bit tired today for some reason, even though I haven't processed any of this. Keep in mind, Anchorage is an hour and a half from me, so 3 hours of driving plus the different farmers markets. It's just been a whole thing. So let me show you something awesome in the other room. Okay, if you were here and you watched the other day, Erin brought this in. This is my new Bosch Mixer. I didn't open it, this store opened it to check it. I have not used it yet, and I went to a place today in Palmer, and she showed me how this Bosch Mixer works. And then the other thing I was waiting on was some attachments. And here in Alaska, shipping and time can be really, really long and really, really expensive. So it took like 4 weeks for my sink to get shipped here, and I mailed it. Like, I found that vintage sink and I went to the post office and I mailed it, and it cost me $900 as an idea of what just mailing a sink up here can run you. So the fact that I could get these parts and pieces locally, and what's important is that these are going to help us in the preservation methods we're doing. So here's some of the attachments. So this is the meat grinder that we got, and they swear by this. They say I could process an entire moose with this grinder and be able to do all of that, but it does lots of other things. We have never been able to grind our own meat, and so having the ability to make our own sausage is going to be huge for us. Some of these are just some scrapers and attachments that help with the dough. These 2 things go together, and they attach a mill. If you can hear that, I'm really sorry, my washer and dryer are running. It attaches a mill so that we can take whole grain oats, not the rolled oats, but the whole oat, and process it and other grains down into cereal that is digestible. And then she gave me all of the information for soaking grains and being able to use them. So if you follow me, you know that I have a bunch of whole grains in my storage. Now I'll be able to process them 2 different ways. I got this because of the purchases, so that was nice, but that is an amazing thing to be able to make like my own homemade mayonnaise and some other stuff. I also use that, I had to borrow one last year to make like fruit butters and stuff, where I just use the whole fruit, the whole 9 yards. So let me show you what else there is going on. Okay, so this attachment is the flour sifter, and this is a whole nother machine. Do you know what it is? If you have one, you might recognize that label. All right, let's see if we can get it out. All right. It is the Nutrimil, the Harvest Black, of course, because that matches my kitchen. So this is what we're going to be able to grind those grains to do our own flours throughout winter for our own bread and our own things. And what I'm learning, and I'm hoping you're learning kind of along with me, is when you kind of sprout those grains, or when you take that whole organic grain, you soak it, dehydrate it, and then process it, that we are getting something that is much more our body can process it much better. People that think they have gluten allergies, if they go this process, they can oftentimes, celiac is a totally different thing that's not what I'm talking about. But if you just are really sensitive, doing it yourself, having a way to process and mill all of it yourself is really, really helpful for the gut. So something you're seeing me use that's super helpful in the kitchen is the fermenting set. So I just have the one by Mason. This was not part of this deal here, but I did want to pull that out and say, okay, this is a totally different thing, but it's a preservation method that we're working on here on the homestead, is making sure we do lots of good ferments. And then I have one more thing that got shipped in today, and we're waiting on one more thing before we can do all the preservation methods. Let me show you what I should have probably pre-opened the boxes, but this just came into our P.O. box today. And then I was supposed to get today a dehydrator, and it did not come. So this is a vacuum chamber sealer that comes with a bunch of extra bags and things like that. What we're going to use that for is processing our fish, anything that's going to be put in the freezer so we stop getting freezer burnt. We're going to be able to put those vegetables that I blanched and froze in these bags, suck all of the air out. So we are super excited. So you're going to see me start trying to figure out how to use all of these. If you have any tips or tricks on any of them, let me know. I'm just super excited. What a blessing that this was gifted to me, and it's massive, like a massive gift for someone to give to me, to be able to make it to where I have the ability to preserve our food as best as I can here in Alaska. I waited, we got rid of everything, juicers, you name it, down in the lower 48 because we obviously couldn't haul everything here, and I wanted things that were gonna last a super long time. Tell me the best ways to use these things and your favorite recipes in the comment sections. That would really, really help me out. The only thing we don't have is a freeze dryer, but they're like $3,000, so I don't see one of those happening anytime soon. But we're excited to continue this month and continue preserving as a family and doing the best that we can. All right, the last thing I am working on here is I am keeping a tally. So there's my handwritten tally of what I've done, and it's everything. So cowboy candy, fireweed jelly, bacon, beef jerky, bell peppers, rhubarb, mint jelly, collard greens, and then I'm gonna add these 2 days worth of stuff. I label everything, so double label the halibut here and here. This is my ham bone broth, and then this is the beet stuff. Sorry, there's just some other things in there. So I'm gonna label, clean up the jars, figure out some place to put all of this produce, get everything open, washed, clean, and then I'm done for the day. Well, I do thank you, those of you that stuck around to the end and are joining me on this journey. I really do appreciate you being here. If you would do me a huge favor, if you have any friends or family that you know would like to be a part of the Every Bit Counts challenge, you think it would help them in any way, would you share these videos or the playlist with them and say, hey, here's some ideas of things you can preserve and do. There's an entire playlist of other channels that are doing it as well, so make sure you check them out, because obviously they're not here in Alaska, so they're not doing what I'm doing. As always, consider hitting that subscribe button. When you ring the bell, you get notifications. Thumbs up and comments all help my channel to grow. Second to last, tell me in the comment section, what did you do today? What are you doing over the weekend? What are your preps and your plans? I love hearing them. Someone even gave me something that I'm gonna be now on the search for green beans in order to make a balsamic green bean recipe. So let me know what you're making. Give me some inspiration of what to do. Tell me some of your thoughts, tips, tricks, the whole 9 yards. Leave all that in the comment section. Really appreciate it. And the last thing is, I hope that you have a super blessed day. I do pray and wish blessings upon all of you that watch my channel. I pray that you find joy and peace in your day, no matter where you are at in the world, and that you feel a little bit in control when you are prepping and putting these things away in your kitchen that you know are going to nourish yourself, your family, and those that you love. So do pray that you're blessed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you tomorrow.